Hey, what's up, everybody? I am tired. I've told my fair share of goods to Highlander adventurers, aye, but I'd not describe such clients as particularly gentlemanly, I'm afraid. Good evening to you, madam. Oh, are you looking for someone? A gentlemanly Highlander. I know not this man of whom you speak, but mayhap Mistress Elais does. She is well acquainted with the rather... Oh, forgot to turn that on. She is well acquainted with rather a lot of merchants and noblemen. I actually may just switch back over to the story, because I really want to continue the story. And I kind of want to save Manderville for day. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Stormblood story. Yeah. I want to save Manderville for a day where I can really take a chunk out of it quickly. So we're going to go back to the main story. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go, but I'm definitely gonna keep playing. These deaths weigh heavily on my soul, Commander Kemp's most of all. He was a wise leader, he was a patriot, but above all, he was a good man who will sorely be missed, one of many lost this day. I ask for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. We have suffered a grievous defeat, but we cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast. Hold tight to this grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when next you face the enemy. It will carry us far, General. Of that I have no doubt. Ere we take another step toward El Amigo, however, we must first address the question of how to deal with the Castrum Abanius cannon. If the Imperials are willing to employ the weapon without thought for their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach them. A frontal assault is out of the question. We'd lose countless men before we reach the walls. Would we? Recall that the Imperials could have obliterated our forces had they kept firing, but neglected to do so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? You suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again, mayhap due to a malfunction. Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage, or a heretofore unknown resistance faction chose that moment to disable it. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stopped when logic dictated they continue. Then I'll just have to go and see for myself if the cannon is still operational. Are you mad? Conrad put you in charge of the resistance. We can't risk losing another commander so soon. I know how you feel, Nago, I do, but I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papalimo and I arrived at Rauga's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the resistance. And then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the Scions. But even then, I knew deep down that it was an excuse. That I was still afraid of following my heart because I couldn't be sure if it was for me or for Ida. But then I met someone on the other side of the world who had struggled with the same worries, and as we traveled and fought together, I saw him grow and become the leader his people needed him to be. And now it's my turn to do the same. There's not a lot of us left, and of the ones that are, many are still wounded. We have to make do with what we've got, and I'm the best qualified. It's as simple as that. But don't worry, Nago. I'll come back. I promise. While I acknowledge Commander Heck's right to carry out this mission, I see no reason why she should do so alone. Umbra, would you go with her? Then it is settled. We will await your return. Hold a moment, hold a moment, hold a moment. I don't have signal down here. I need to check something. Yeah, I feel bad, but I have to. Just hoping Jenna checks the Facebook. Sorry to drag you into all this, Umbra. It may not be the decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Conrad. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now, all I can do is be myself. Let's go with the Gunblade. If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people try and talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I know a good vantage point overlooking the castrum. Nunkrep's Hope. The ship stranded on the rocks to the east of here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, but there might be some ancient golems guarding it, or that might just be an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. Lise, Commander, I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if you need it. To reach the ship, we'll have to scale the cliff face. I'll get some climbing gear and meet you there, all right? Alright, let's see here. No new blue mission. Wrong way. I don't know why I keep going that direction. I don't want to deal with you. Oh, apparently there is. Okay, you know what? So now it'll be boop, boop, and this will be that. Okay. May take a little bit of getting used to, but it shouldn't take me too long. Sorry to keep you waiting. I see you've met the golems. Looks like the old stories were true, eh? In a good way. I'm glad. Right then, let's climb. Okay, my microphone is on. I was worried for a minute. So the goal is still to get to Shadowbringers as quickly as possible. Whew. That took a bit more out of me than I expected. Here she is. New Crep's Hope. The ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the Six Umbral era. It's comforting to think that there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help but thinking they must be made up. But the proof's right here, isn't it? That looks like Allegan tech. I don't just mean the ship, you know. I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to. Sometimes even when they didn't want you to. It can't have been easy, staying true to yourself, but we're all better for it, me included. This probably isn't going to be a super long stream, by the way. I'll never be a leader like Conrad, or Hien, or my father. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me. That'll just have to be enough, eh? Silly Lise, it is enough. Excuse me. Strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or if the shell had struck the tower differently, would have been me instead of Conrad. Or maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders their own? Is that smoke coming from Castrum Urbania? Wait, it's coming from the cannon! I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell that it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance, Umbra, to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend and foe. To take Castrum Urbania and bring the bastards who gave the order to fire to justice. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's champing at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. We have to tell the others. Come on! Ow. Easier up than down, eh? Though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now before the Imperials could have time to fix their cannon. That one. There's no time to lose, Umbra. General Alden needs to know what we saw. Let's just make this real easy. It sounds kind of lazy, but I'm right here. You are returned. I only hope you bring good news. We scaled the cliffs up to New Crep's Hope and spied smoke rising from Castro Urbania's main cannon. I think Marshal Tarpin's right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seems to have been disabled somehow. Then we must attack Castrum Urbania at once. It could still be a trick. But if it wasn't, we may not get a better opportunity. Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it is utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could simply have kept firing. Be that as it may, we need not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the castrum and secure control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. If, on the other hand, it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target, and we will at least know the cannon is operational. Either way, it seems well worth the risk. But how are we to infiltrate the castrum? In anticipation of a day such as this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants throughout Girabania, including Rhodesia. Rhodeata is home to many who hold menial positions at Castrum Urbania and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we can secure a route into the fortress. The Resistance will handle this. You may have recruited those informants, but they'll be just as happy to work with fellow Alamegans. And at the end of the day, it's our land, our responsibility. Let us do right by Conrad. I should be glad to accompany her, General, as would Alize and Umbra, I'm sure. Well then, if you are all in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. We will make ready to march on Castrum Urbania. Go, and may Ralgo watch over and keep you. Okay. My apologies on speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess, my decision to volunteer was not wholly motivated by concerns for Lys, nor less Alamigo. Castrum Urbania is the largest Imperial facility in the peace, you see. And so the likelihood that Kryl is being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with that cannon remains our main objective, of course. But if there is even a chance that Kryl might be rescued in the process, I would never forgive myself if I did not take it. Alright. Valid. I actually don't need that. So let's go with the War Axe. Because I will need that. So, to review, we are to travel to Rhodesia, where we will meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Tarapin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Umbra and Lys were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Specula Imperatoris or Castrum Urbania. Perhaps as a result of this, the Resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. Aye, you have the right of it. They got a better deal than most Alamegans, feeding off what scraps the Imperial gave them. Damned if I know how Marshal Tarpin's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand your disdain, I do. But I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means. Our contact is a Rogadan woman. She will ask us a question, after which we answer with courage. She will note us to be friends. Courage, right. Put together a squadron, Nago. We'll need them soon. With me, my friends, and be ready for anything. I lost my Alphino voice. I don't know where it went. Blue quest. No. Oh, sweet. I just have to run over here. So it looks like that's the only one right now, which is fine. It sounds disingenuous, but I'm just kind of skipping over these. There's some good backstory in these, but I don't know. Doesn't really grab me. Gather information about Bout. Bout, the place wouldn't be the same without him, and we certainly have no intentions of sending him back. Okay, so... Oh, that's the Imperial we saved, I bet. Where'd you hear that name? I won't have anyone speaking in with him unless you're looking to pick a fight. You'll keep your mouth shut. What do you want to know about Bout? He's not in trouble, is he? We already told the Alliance scum they can't have him. Okay. defending. Yeah, so he's a prisoner of war, basically. Oh. Fuck off. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed I had to cancel D&D, but, like, I get this shit happens. See? What did I tell you? Let us continue on to Specula Imperatoris. Yeah. Bud, you're gonna stop, alright? Thank you. Bum, 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 bum. Of course, there were still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, they were no match for Lee's. Come, Ridiata is not much further. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. Okay. It's a naughty boy space. Alright, buddy. we go. Shall we continue? Ah, there they are. Like, where the fuck are they? Looks like it's safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see smoke above Castrum Abania anymore. Do you think they fixed the cannon already? Alfino said we were looking for a Rogadan woman, right? And that we should answer her question with courage. I suppose we'll just have to strike up a conversation with every one of them we find until we find our contact. Let me know if you find her, and I'll do the same. That's a big boy. Ain't seen you around before. Takes a certain kind of woman to walk into a place like this uninvited. One with courage, I suppose. Courage, you say? Oh, that's in short supply these days. Better to keep your head down and go along to survive. Call me a coward too, if you like, 'cause I'll not speak on it more. At least not here. Outside Radatia, behind those barricades over yonder, on the other hand. Hey, was that who I think it was? Well, that's a relief. Or a trap. Either way, I'll find Alfino and Alvazay and we'll meet you there. Oh. Not followed, were you? Good. That's all of you, is it? Good. Let's get to it then. Name yourselves. We are Scions of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Tarpon. Name's Stark Woad. The rest of you, the rest you know, or we wouldn't be here. This is about Specula, Imperatoris, and the cannon, isn't it? Just so. Can you tell us what happened? Aye. I overheard soldiers talking while working in the mess. The cerulean pipeline fueling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. One man single-handedly disabled the cannon? That beggars belief. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they've finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working all day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident had everyone jumping at shadows and afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Alamegan help have been sent home indefinitely. So the cannon could already be fully operational. We need to sneak inside Castrum Abania and ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? Aye, that much I can do. I've pieced together a map of the interior over the years, I know for a fact that there are multiple points of entry. Impressive! If we split into several groups, that may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. We may be few in number, but I have faith that we can see this through. Been doing too many female voices. I defaulted. Ow. Okay, there's a blue. Always gotta grab the blue. Get over this stupid little bump. Car. Now we're gonna run over here. Oop. Oh, really? Okay. Well, we'll be doing that later, probably. Current approximately 211 yards southwest. As usual, Alfino has a brilliant plan. We have that which we came for. All that remains is to make our preparations. Umbra, you and your ever-dependable allies will enter the castrum with my sister and I by way of the ventilation ducts leading to the hangars. From there, you will proceed into weapons research and unleash bloody mayhem. Hold on a sec. Why can't I type? At the same time, Alize and I will create a diversion elsewhere, and in the ensuing confusion, Lise and her unit will attempt to reach the fire control center undetected. If all goes to plan, our three parties will subsequently converge on this location, and together we will secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they are clear to attack. Sounds simple enough. I'll go and brief Nago on the details. The rest of you come with me. We'll need to deal with the Magitech patrols before you can infiltrate the castrum. Okay, but before we do that, is there a Chocobo Porter? Please, for the love of God, tell me there's a Chocobo Porter here. Please, Jesus, God, please. Now. Well, that's unfortunate. Well... There we go. There's another, and another, and another, and another. If you time that right, you can get a... I think you can get an extra out of it. Alright. That is that. Oh my god. Is this literally going to be like one after another, after another, after another? Okay. Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just around the bend up ahead. The last patrol should be here any moment. Once you've dealt with them, we'll be clear to advance, assuming they keep to their usual schedule. Might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case. Excuse me. Just shy of one extra. Okay. Why, Ralga, I knew you lot were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly. Umbra is the finest warrior I know, and I should think we have learned something from our time in her company. Now, where's the entrance to these ducts? Right behind you. I've mapped the branches, so you should have no trouble reaching the hangars or any number of other places. Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, Umbra, we shall divide into two groups and proceed via separate routes into the castrum. Remember that our objective is to cause as much chaos as possible to draw the Imperials away from Lys and her men. If there's nothing else, I'll return to the Resistance forces and show them to this entrance. May Ralga guide you to victory. This is your last chance to make preparations, Umbra. When you and yours are ready, we shall begin. Alright, good. Castrum Albania is now accessible. The plus side of that is I can start that from anywhere, which means I can do the things. Oops. $289 yalms to the west. Let's grab these last ether currents. And this is the last one. Holy shit. Okay. And then I'll do that blue mission. So it's going to be right around here. Wonderful. Really? Just grab it. There we go. Alright, so that is all of the ether currents that I can get via running around. All right. Really wish I could fly there. It's unfortunate that I can't port her over. Because this is a long drive. But while I'm waiting, I could technically... Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. What's the most efficient way? Watch, she's gonna slap me. Ow. You know, it's rude to slap the tank. I can hear my headphones dying. Fuck off. Yes. Alright. So that is that. So we can now go to Castrum Abanium. And while we wait, let's go check out what this is. This little corner of the map that I haven't gotten to see yet. I still have a lot of areas on the map that I need to go check out, but for now, might as well go where I can. Just had to agree with Big Duck. I don't think I was supposed to come here yet. Because there's nothing here. Like, there's people, sure, but there's no quests, there's no faces. There's no, other things. Let's go back to the house while we wait. All right. We've had the hat on for long enough. I want to see her hair again. Just playing around at this point. Waiting on the fight. Hold on a moment. End Walker. End Walker. So I do need to buy it. Okay, so it goes live November 23rd. Which means I have more time than I thought. Which is nice. Here we go. I was gonna see if I could, you know... I was gonna see if I could pre-order Endwalker, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So, we're gonna wait a minute. Ooh, somebody pelotoned us. We have double dancer? Oh my god. I've never had double dancer before. This is gonna be wild. This is going to be wild. Double peloton is insane, by the way. We basically have a sprint on us. Okay, 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 okay. Peloton! I don't know. Get ice. Okay. This is a cool mission. I got distracted. Alright, so stuff's gonna come out of there. Ah, man. Peloton! I do appreciate Peloton a lot. I need to move that back to where it was earlier. So that was a pure-blooded Garlean at one point. Are you... That was a rough fight. That was rough.
Are you all right? Ah, I think that answers my question. We've accomplished our objectives as well.
Lisa's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them. Lise, thank the 12 you're all right.
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Ready?
I really want Estinian to be like sitting on the control panel.
They're here!
It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Aye. I gave the order to fire.
It was over. The Skulls had surrendered. No one else had to die. And you killed them. Your own people. Your own comrades.
You're right. I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn, all the rest. Trained and fought with every last one of them. Good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths. And I knew exactly what I was doing.
But why? Why would you do that?
They died so that all Alamegans could live free. That was all we ever wanted. We made a promise that we would do whatever it took, so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us. But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood. Service guarantees citizenship, but citizenship guarantees naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster, fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal. That's just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom. You killed your own. They trusted you, and you killed them. Murderer! Butcher! Traitor! Lise! Gotcha!
I know what you can do. I've already seen it.
Alize!
so. The odds are against me.
Coward! Get back here!
Hero! Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the royal hunt, to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
She'll be all right, but we'll need to carry her. Will you help me? Thank you. Lise, I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
Damn. Well, we did it. Castra Mabania belongs to us now. Nago and her people took Alizé to Radiata to receive treatment. Alfino tells me she'll make a full recovery. I know I should be happy. We won, and with minimal casualties, but somehow it feels empty. We should report to General Alden. Cryo wasn't here, but who knows? Maybe one of Raubon's men found something which could lead us to her. Can't hurt to ask anyway. I don't remember which one I grabbed. Striking. That one. Umbra, Commander Hext. After Spectrum Imperatoris, we needed a resounding victory like this. Thanks to you, Rauga's star yet burns bright. I'm glad, I really am. But you should know that Alizé was injured in the fighting. Explaining. Regrettable, but I am pleased to hear that she will make a full recovery. Fordola's parting words, on the other hand, ring less favorably in my ears. But if Xenos wishes to invite us to his so-called royal hunt, then this bull would be fain to accept. What troubles you, Lise? Oh, it's nothing really, just that we're almost to the end, but we've still got to save Cryo and do so much more. We'll find her soon enough. Pippin has his best men scouring the Castrum's archives as we speak. Listen, Lise. It will take time for us to fully occupy the Castrum and prepare to advance into the locks. While we wait, there's something I would like to show you, both of you. After all, this may be the last chance we have to catch our breath before the final push. I don't see why not. Then come with me to Radiata. From there, we'll need to follow another road south. Is there another blue quest? There is not. Okay, so we're going to this little, like, teeny tiny village that had nothing in it earlier. Hey, Raban. Even after all these years, it's still the same. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. You deserve a proper welcome. Casting legs. Ether current. Umbra, Lise, I brought you both here for a reason. And there's another blue quest here. This is probably going to be voiced.
I wanted to show you this house. My house.
You mean this is where you grew up?
Aye. Not much to look at, is it? Same could be said of the village. It was damn near impossible to live off the land, barren as it was. Which is why so many of us traded our plowshares for swords. Swords and uniforms, mind. We became military men. Tensions were rising between Alamigo and the Empire, and there was always a need for more soldiers to watch the border. It was only a matter of time before the first skirmishes broke out. It's a frightening thing to face Magitech armor for the first time. But after a lot of trial and error, I found ways to bring them down. After a few victories, people even said I had a knack for it. And then one day they hit us. Hard. I was wounded and sent home to recover. Back here.
Will you remain silent for fear of the Mad King's vengeance? Of his eyes and ears in the shadows and his knives in the dark? You, who call this living dishonor our nation. It is but a slow death. Liberty or death? Liberty or death? If this be your creed, then raise up your hands, raise up your voices! Together we will tear Theodoric from the throne! Together we will reclaim our freedom!
Hey, there's Olbert.
Send you home to men, did they?
Aye, sir. Garlean's got the better of us. The chirurgeons say I'm healing well, so it won't be long now.
Liberty or death, is it? Tell me, soldier. What do you think those words mean?
We must needs be willing to die for liberty.
Spoken like a true patriot. But liberty should not be the end in of itself. Liberty is a chance to build something better. A stronger, more prosperous home for our people. It's not quick or easy work. And it is never truly finished. But if you neglect it, then sooner or later, you look up to find you've traded one tyrant for another.
Well, sir, I've never asked for much. Never wanted to live like a king, just wish it were a little bit easier is all. For me and everyone else. And I'm willing to die for that, if that's what it takes.
Dying is easy, soldier. Living is harder. Rest, mend. Regain your strength. You'll need it in the days to come. And mayhap one day we will need it too.
Conrad chose you as his successor, Lys, and I will not gainsay his decision. I have but one question to ask. Liberty or death? Those were Curtis's words and his creed.
Oh, that was Curtis.
Will you swear by your father's creed before your comrades and the gods?
Liberty or death. That's all you can hope for in war. Father understood that. And you want to know if I do too. I swear to you, here and now, I will fight until the end. Be it liberty or be it death. But the freedom we win must be for every Alamegan, even ones like Fordola, though they may hate us, and the Ananta, though they may fear us. We'll fight, and we'll talk, and we'll find a way to make it work for all of us. Compared to all that, retaking our home will seem like the easy part.
A good oath. And there is naught else to say. You are indeed your father's daughter.
Oh, Lord. Even a blind man could see that Lys wasn't herself. Not that I don't understand. To be thrust into a position of authority under such circumstances, to be made responsible for the lives of so many, it isn't easy. And when you see your friend get cut down before your eyes, it only gets harder. I'll wager she thought Alisaie was dead for a moment back there. 'Tis one thing to risk your life for a cause, but to risk that of another is a burden no soldier is ever truly ready to shoulder. The fear, the guilt, it weighs on her. And that's good. It will make her a better commander. But first she needs to learn to carry it, to not let it break her, to remember that some causes are worth fighting for. Liberty or death. Her father's words gave me strength once. Mayhap they'll do the same for her now. Right then. I think I've said enough. The two of you can head back. I mean to stay a bit longer. I understand. He's been away for a long time, and he probably wants to be alone for a while. Let's head back to Radiata. Oh, how I wish there were a Falcon Porter. I don't know if it's Imperials or bandits, but I know there's more than one of them. Let's split up. You head northwest, I'll head northeast. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Okay. Before I go over there, I'm going over here. Seven hells, she's seen us. Sod it. Dead's as good as alive to the Imperials. Oh, really, dudes? You sure you want to play this game? They attacked you too, didn't they? I had no choice. They're Alamegan, not even conscripts by the look of them, barely adults. In fact, some of their faces look familiar. Wait, I remember, they're from Radiata. They must have seen us when we were out looking for stock. They probably thought the Imperials would reward them if they captured or killed... Oh gods, Alize and Alfino could be in danger too! We have to get back to Radiata and find Nago! Yo, you guys are about to make a huge fucking mistake. What's all this about? You two look ready for a fight. We were ambushed by visitors outside Radiata. They thought they might try to attack you too. Are you alright? Aye, we're fine. The twins are at Stark's. Alize was asleep last I checked. Sorry. Did you say you were ambushed by villagers, not soldiers? Do they not see what we just did to Castra Mabania? Goddamn fools. Lise, Umbra, we overheard you talking. The ones that attacked you, they were young? Less than 20 summers? Aye, I thought so. It's always the young ones. The ones who have only ever known the occupation. They're the ones you've got to look out for. See, the only decent work to be found in Radatia is for the Imperials, and everyone knows it. Children growing up knowing it. They have it pounded into their skulls that the best they can hope for is to serve an Imperial officer. Bloody fools! After everything they've seen us accomplish, they ought to be begging to fight the Resistance, not against us! They've been living in the shadow of a castrum their whole lives. A few victories won't change that. Aye, you get some who can't wait to spit in a soldier's eye, but they get beaten for their trouble. Or worse. Even so. And the ones that don't fight back, but refuse to beg, well, they just starve. Beat the dog that bites his master's hand, and ignore the dog that refuses to do his bidding, see? In the end, the ones that learn to abide are the ones that survive. Now, you may say that's all about to change, and I believe you. Many here do. But a young man or woman who grew up only knowing what he knows has got every reason to doubt. Remember that. Do what you have to if it comes to it, but remember that. The sooner we liberate Alamigo and bring an end to the occupation, the better. Only then can we show these youths that things do not have to be this way. Only then will they know what it means to live free. We're going to build a new home for ourselves, together. A better home than they've ever known. Striking. That's the one I went with, I think. Cool. So that's that. Before I do that, we're gonna do this. Oh wait, no, that's the Chocobo. Keep it, Alagiri. Or Ala, whatever. Okay. There you go. Well, I tried that. Okay. I'm probably gonna call it at 10. So we've got about another half hour before I have to call it. I wish they'd just open this door. But that's not how it works. Alright, this is the last ether current of this region. Yeah, here you go. Yeah. Alright, so really quick, whoops. Before we continue on, let's grab the free experience. By just catching these last couple of areas. And then hopefully I can run... I mean, he's probably going to be going to bed soon, but hopefully I can run my script a couple more times with my dad before we call it an evening. Otherwise, I'm going to have to use tomorrow and Tuesday to just really bang out memorization. And that's not how memorization works. That's a pretty spot. Neat. This way. Ooh, shifted music. Oh, another statue to Rolgar, it looks like. I've been thinking, if Alize needs more time to heal, maybe we should move her to Rauga's Reach. She can receive much better care there, after all. Our infirmary is probably the best place for her, short of sending her to Gridania. Indeed, and given what Mistress Woad has told us, I would rather she did not remain here. Then it's settled. Nago, go and see about getting us a carriage and an escort. Alvino, you should get your sister ready for the journey. Umbra, would you mind going on ahead and telling Aurelia that we're on our way? I want a bed waiting for Alize when she arrives. Thanks. Okay. Well, in that case, I think I'm actually going to end it there. Since we're popping over to a sanctuary anyway. I think I'm going to try and do more MSQ tomorrow. That way I can try and knock out the rest of Stormblood so I can get to Shadowbringers. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. I know this was a weird kind of day because I did a double stream. But some unexpected stuff happened that changed plans. Wow, that's a lot. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.